Hi all, it's Froggy Friday. Now, this is going to be the second one in my series of Frogwarts frogs. Now, if you saw last week's, it was Gryffindor, and this week it's going to be Slytherin. So, got my eyes ready. I've put the line on the back, so I'm going to pop those in quickly. I would if I could see what I was doing. No, nothing came out. Just a little drop of UV. Get the eye into place. Find my little pokey stick. It's actually not even in the eye socket. Well, it is now, but it wasn't. Get in there, honestly. It does not want to stay still. Okay, quick zap. Just to hold that in place. And then I will get the other eye in. Then pop it under the UV light. And I will see you very, very shortly when we're ready to do the next bit. See you in a sec. Hi again. Right, so if you saw my Gryffindor frog last week, you'll know how much trouble I had with the powder going everywhere. So I am using silver because Slytherin's colours are silver and green. But the plan is that I'm actually going to mix it with isopropyl alcohol and try and use it as a paint instead. Because, oh my God, cleanup was a nightmare.
Put my phone down, don't know where. I swear I put it over there. My resin's getting hot, it's curing in the pot. I glued my fingers together again. There's just so many things I want to do with UV resin and epoxy too. And don't forget the eco powder, silicone and clay. I really need more hours in the day. I put my phone down, don't know where. I swear I put it over there. My resin's getting hot, it's curing in the pot. I glued my fingers together again.
Right, so there's a lot of bits that I need to finish up underneath there. And I'll probably give it another coat as well once this is dried. And I will be back when we're ready to move on. See you in a bit. Well, the cleanup on that was much easier than the previous one. And like last week, I trimmed down the shield. But I think I want to put it further back in the frog than I did with the Gryffindor one. So, right. get my bits and pieces together because I'm a bit daft. Right. So again, slap a bit of UV resin on there. Drop it into place, and I've just got it where I didn't want it. The resin, that is, not the shield. And now, let's see if I can do this. Let's get the lid on my UV before it... It's twisted. Get off, get off. It's moving. And I only have one of these, so I've got to make sure it's in the right place. Oh, good grief. You know, I should have stuck with my original idea and put a layer of clear down, because this is just turning into a complete flipping disaster. Right, that is about the best I can do. Hopefully when I feel it heating up, I can take this off the light and put it under the big one. Yeah, it's starting to get hot. You can see it's buckled up here. Oh dear, what a disaster. One thing goes right, everything else goes wrong. Right, this is going under the big light. I will be back. See you in a bit. Again, right, this is cured. You can see it's buckled. I have run some extra UV around the edges to try and make sure that we don't end up with black colour underneath. So I'm going to go and mix up my resin, and I'll be back in a minute. First, we need the magic. Magic worked again. Well, Frogwarts, you need magic for a magic school. Okay, resin is mixed. And I've got green mica powder. Wanted something fairly dark. And I think this is probably the darkest green I've got. Got 120 grams of Resin Pro. What have I got? Transparent, because I ordered the wrong one. Not that there's anything wrong with this particular resin. I just don't like the mixing ratio. It fries my brain. Whereas Resin Pro is 2 to 1. This is something like 100 parts, 100 grams of part A to 60 grams of part B, which means I have to work things out. And then I double, triple check on my calculator just to be sure. This is a very nice green. Hope you can see the colour. Just give that a second there. I see bubbles of powder rising to the top already, so I'm just going to give it a quick spray of isopropyl alcohol to encourage them to burst. Because I feel that this is likely to be a disaster anyway, so I'd kind of like to have as few more issues as possible. So here we go. Just throw it all in. I think I'm a little under again. Could have sworn I had 120 there, but obviously not, because that's what this frog takes. Right, I'm going to have to go and mix up a little bit more resin. I'm not going to bore you with that. I will see you for the demold. See you in a bit. Hi all, this is ready to come out of the mould now. We have got quite a bit of overspilling and have to deal with. Let's just hope this one come out comes out better than the last one did. I'm already not liking the streaky powder. But if that's the only thing wrong with it, I'll be a happy bunny. Especially after the disaster that was Gryffindor. Maybe by the time I get to Hufflepuff, I'll get it right. We never know. Now, I'm sure you remember that I had a few issues getting the badge, the sticker in, so I'm not holding out too many hopes for that, but let's have a look. Okay, it actually, yeah, the UV has gone very odd here. That's okay. What I'm going to do is give him a little mani-pedi, and then I will see what I can do about patching this up, and I will be back in a minute. See you soon. Hi guys, this is about as fixed as it's going to be. It is pretty awful, even though it's not quite as bad as last week's disaster. I did have a bubble here. Don't know why. I think it was the UV resin underneath that came away. So obviously he has to have a wizard's hat as well, the same as last week's did. Can't give Gryffindor something that Slytherin doesn't have, can we? Malfoy would be very upset. Made a mess with the glue. Never mind, it'll do. So I'm going to place this to cover as much of that mess as I can. I'll get you some photos. Don't forget, check out the playlist down here. This is almost certainly going out in July, and I will almost certainly still be on holiday. So say what you like in the chat, because I won't be there to hear it. Be nice though. Give us a thumbs up. Check out the playlist, and I will see you very, very soon for the next one. Bye.